Hey guys, and welcome back. So today what we're going to be making is my first attempt, rather. We're going to be making this together. I have a craving for dumplings, kind of pot sticker style. And obviously I don't have that in the house, but I have, I think, a lot of what I need to make it. And I looked up how to make a good dough, and it seemed pretty straightforward. So I'm going to show you all the ingredients. You definitely won't have all these in your house, but dumplings don't all have to have the same flavored filling. So, this is definitely something where you really just need a meat, some kind of vegetable that can be processed down pretty fine, and seasoning, you know what I mean? So, all right, let's take a look. I'm using 1.5 pounds of ground pork, 1.5 cups of shredded cabbage, and 1 tablespoon each of chili paste, lemongrass, and ground ginger. Okay, so now you saw all the ingredients. The first thing I'm gonna do is get my filling made, because that's gonna have to, cool all the way down before we can make the dumplings themselves. So I'm just gonna start by cooking down about half of the pork that I have here. This is a lot. This is actually not all for the dumplings. I actually bought a big bit of pork shoulder, and I butchered it all down, and then I ran it through a grinder because the price for ground meat, here's a little hack. If you have a KitchenAid attachment, it's worth the investment to buy the meat grinder and use it, actually, because the price for ground meat across the board is always so much more expensive than it should be. And if you just take the time to grind your own, you actually save a lot of money, and it won't take a whole lot of time to get your investment back on the attachment piece. So there's definitely, handheld grinders, there's all kinds, but if you have a KitchenAid stand mixer, the attachment, I think it's actually one of the cheaper ones. Check it out, maybe pick it up. All right, so I'm gonna start by getting my meat browned in a nice hot skillet and get that all browned up. When it's about 3/4 cooked, I'm gonna start adding the ginger, the lemongrass, the chili, the cabbage or Brussels sprouts, and the garlic. I'm actually just gonna get it all made, pretty fast. Flavor to taste with soy sauce, and I'm using sesame oil as well. Again, this filling can really be anything you want it to be. So yeah, let's get going, and when it's all cooked, I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll talk about the dough in a second. Try not to eat it all while you let it cool. It's gonna get even better when it's done. All right, so the filling is cooled. Now we're gonna move on to the dough. This can be made it needs to rest for at least 15 minutes before we roll it out. You can let it rest for up to 2 hours. If you're not going to use it by then, it can go into the fridge and you can use it the next day. But beyond that, it's better just to make it the day of. It only needs about 15-30 minutes before it's totally fine. So for that, it's really simple. It's 2 cups flour, and then about 3/4 cup of just under boiling water. So be careful when you make this. The water is going to be very hot, so be careful. So the way we're going to do it, there's 2 ways that you can. I mean, there's probably more than that, but there's 2 ways that I read about, and I'm going to try the food processor method. So with that, it calls for putting all of the flour into the food processor and then slowly streaming 3/4 cup of boiling, just under, boil, set aside for 30 seconds, and then you're ready to use it. So you can do that way, or you can do this by hand in a bowl. The food processor method seems to take a lot less time, obviously, for obvious reasons, and it's probably safer than trying to whisk a bowl with boiling water. And so if you have a food processor, definitely try that. Otherwise, put a damp tablecloth, just put down a damp cloth and then a bowl on that. That'll help it from sliding. You'll want a wooden spoon, and then just have your water and something similar to this. Transfer your flour into the bowl, and then just stir and slowly pour in, but be careful. All right, so I'm gonna get that together, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And yeah, let's get going. Pulse your food processor as you slowly pour in the water and bring the dough together. You can see here that the dough has come together, and at this point we're done and ready to let it rest. Gently form a ball and then set it aside and let it rest. So the dough has had about 30 minutes to rest. I put a tiny bit of flour on it when I took it out of the bag. It was a bit sticky, but I don't think it's going to need a whole lot when I'm rolling it out. So this batch is supposed to yield, I think 24 large size dumplings and 34 medium size. We'll see. So I'm going to divide this into 24. I'm going to make large ones. I think it'll be easier for me to fill. I have this pierogi press, a pierogi press, if that wasn't clear enough. I'm going to give one a go and see if this will work, because I don't have a whole lot of hours in practicing with folding dumplings. So if I can cheat, I'm totally going to. So, all right, I'm going to get the dough divided, and I will get some rolled out, and I'll show you what all that looks like. All right. Get the dough divided into even pieces. Just make sure that your surface is completely clean. This dough is sticky and will pick up every little particle. So this is the thickness you're looking for. And here we go. Okay, so a little update. My pierogi former, or my pierogi press did not work for this. So I'm doing them by hand, which is hard. So we are getting dumplings, and they will be delicious, but give it a go. I mean, it's not impossible. You'll just need a little bit of patience, and yeah, so just checking in. I'm gonna keep rolling these out and filling them, and then once they're all ready, I'm gonna blanch them in some boiling water, take them out, drain them, and then I'm gonna pan crisp them to finish. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going, and I will meet you back here when this is all done, hopefully not too long from now. So, all right. Place about a tablespoon of filling in the center and fold over the top. From there, you're going to crimp the edges. Imagine like you're doing a pie crust. From there, they're going to go into boiling water for about 3 minutes, and then into a medium-high pan until they're nice and golden brown. Here's what they'll look like. These were a bit challenging to make, but they were definitely worth all the effort. Super delicious. Definitely give them a try. Thanks for watching our video, and remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and please stay home. All right, see you soon. Bye.